Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Face to Face. Yours truly, Nesta Can and Caprice.
That's me.
You're no longer a guest.
I'm no longer a guest.
And today we have a special guest in the studio.
Yeah.
Who does he go by?
Amari the God.
God.
In the building.
Yes, sir. What's good, people?
God's son got nothing on you. Tell Nas he better holler. What's going on, baby?
Good, man. I'm good, man. I'm good to be here, man. Glad to be here, man. In the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm so excited to have you here. Like, thank you so much for allowing me to sit in on this.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
So what's new? What you been up to, man? I know you've been busy with this music thing.
Yeah, man.
Let us know.
You know, I just recently put out an album called Grand Rising. Came out March 26th.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I've been really pushing that, promoting it, marketing it. You know what I'm saying? So far so good, man. I'm just blessed. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting, a lot of great response from it. People reaching out to me, telling me how much, the album means to them and everything. So, so I'm just taking it all in, man. Word.
Do you feel like you're a walking celebrity? I mean, how does that, how do you feel after you've completed such a great body of work, by the way? How do you feel?
Thank you.
Are you walking on clouds right now?
Ooh, we putting you in that spot,
I just want to know.
Honestly, man, don't get me wrong, it just feels good that I dropped the album. I released it, it's out there, and I'm getting a great response. But I don't really feel I don't know. I don't feel like I'm walking on cloud nine, or I'm I'm a celebrity now, people know me. But I just, like I said, I'm humble, man. I'm humble.
Oh, careful with hitting the mic. It's picking up.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just humbled by, the whole, the response I'm getting, and just taking it in, you know what I'm saying? And just, yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good either ways. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I'm good, baby.
Well, you know how I always start off. I want to know, how'd you get into music? How did this thing all start?
I've always been an avid, listener of music, man, since I was a kid. Mm-hmm. I remember back when I was, I don't know, maybe 6, 7, 8, my grandfather, he would always play music on the record player, playing a lot of the old school, the old school R&B music, the classics,
right.
Otis Redding, Sam Cooke.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's that era, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I've always it got to the point where I'll be in the living room, he's playing the music, and I'll actually put my ears to the speaker. You know what I'm saying? So when my grandmother had to kind of pull me out, no, Mark, you can't go to the speaker. No.
Wow.
Yeah,
right.
So I've always been into music, and then as far as rap is concerned, I remember just listening to a lot of the legends, man, the greats. You know what I'm saying? Back in the early 90s, my uncle, you know what I'm saying, he used to always play a lot of his music. I would go in his room, sneak and take his cassette player and just listen to what he had on the cassette player, you know what I mean? And he had from Rakim.
I was going to ask you.
You know what I'm saying? Rakim. So many artists, man. You know what I'm saying? But what are you going to say about Rakim?
No, I was going to say, what era are we talking about in the 90s? Are we talking about those 80s going into 90s artists, or are we going into the early 90s in terms of the early Biggies and stuff?
I would say in the early 90s.
The early 90s, yeah, right. Rakim.
But the thing is though, as I got older, then I actually started to do a lot of my own research to really going back to the history,
right?
To as far as hip hop.
You know what I'm saying? So your pop just lives KRS-One and those kind of guys back then. Those guys, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Rakim, KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, Cool G Rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Word.
Did they influence your musical your flow? Because I know you sound very old school. You've harnessed this style, and it's very it's a genuine style of back in the day that you have modernized, but it still has that feel to it. So did those artists influence you?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, Rakim is definitely one of my inspirations. You know what I'm saying? Nas. Kane, G-Rap.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they definitely inspired me a lot. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? They definitely played a huge role. You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
Have you done any other genre of music? Because besides hip hop, you did R&B. Have you done any kind of R&B kind of music? and
No,
singing?
but you know what's funny? I'm back in junior high school.
Like Ja Rule, you know how Ja Rule do hip hop and he a little
Nah, not like that. Nah, but I remember back in junior high school, me and my boys, we was trying to do like I guess you could say we was part of like a singing group.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Before you get all excited.
You're getting the tea already.
Before you get all excited, nah, we didn't get that far. We just basically like would do like, we would practice like in the schoolyard and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Leroy, you know what I'm saying? But
That's what's up.
yeah, but just little things like that. But as I got older, eventually, got into rap and everything. So, but I've always been a music head though. Like listening to, like I said, the R&B. Yeah. It got to the point where I was even listening to R&B more than hip hop at one point.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
You ever did any collabs with like female artists, things like that? You ever thought about it?
Well, I have a collab on the album.
Okay.
Kate Turner, yeah.
See?
That's on the album.
That song is fire, by the way.
Beautiful Soul.
Wait, you hit
Fire.
that link you sent me? Was that the whole entire album? He sent me a link. I didn't even get to listen to it. I'm sorry. I was just so busy about his music. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, I didn't get to listen to anything.
Yeah.
But that was the link that I sent you was the link to the album. Yeah.
And you said the album was fire, right?
It's so.
When you get the chance, man, listen to it.
I'm sorry. We're all just so busy.
Like the way it's set up, and we spoke about this before. The way he, from track one, right out the gates, it just sets the tone, and it carries so well. Like you can literally listen to it from start to finish, and it flows so well. So that's not easy to do. Yeah, it's not easy to do, and especially like how much tracks is it?
17.
Yeah, it's 17 tracks. 17 tracks. It's not easy to flow an album for like 17 tracks.
17 tracks.
But he does it. It's really good.
Is it considered like an album or like a mixtape kind of thing?
It's an album.
It's an album.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, definitely an album.
Yeah.
All right, and you write your own songs? You write your own stuff?
Ghostwriter.
No ghostwriters?
Ooh, ghostwriter.
You're not playing a Drake over here?
Allegedly.
Sorry.
Nah, I write my own material, man.
Material.
Yeah, everything, yeah.
And I always want to know, you guys are artists and stuff. Like, I know you guys get writer's block, right? But how do you get your ideas? Does it just come to you? Do you, life?
Good question.
Yeah, As far as it's just living life. Sometimes it's just experiences that you go through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That adds to it. You know what I mean? As far as writer's block is concerned, like, I get it sometimes. I try not to force it because I feel like if I force it, then I feel like I'm not going to bring the best out of me. You know what I'm saying? So I just leave it alone, push it to the side, live a little bit, and then come back to it, and then put life into the paper.
Put life into the paper.
You know what I'm saying? Word.
That actually, I have a question for you, if you don't mind. I just wanted to know, because like, we're in a pandemic, and I just wanted to know creatively, because, you're talking about writer's block.
Right.
And I just want to know creatively, like, did the pandemic kind of stifle your creativity because you couldn't go much, or like does the inspiration still hit even if you can't move anywhere, can't travel like you used to, or like is it still like fresh? Does it hit you lightning in a bottle style?
I think, as far as the pandemic is concerned, it didn't really affect me. If anything, it just allowed me to really go in more into, what's that word I'm looking for? Like really go into myself more and really like meditate more. And by meditating and things like that, it actually helped with the music, making the music as well. You know what I'm saying?
You just answered another one of my questions.
2 in 1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Do you? What was the question you gonna ask? You gonna ask him?
No, I think
he answered it.
Pretty much answered it. Yeah. So the pandemic didn't slow you down at all.
Nah, it didn't really slow me down at all. Not one bit. Nah.
Do you think it enhanced your creativity? Because it kind of forced you to go like look inward and be more in tune with you.
I wouldn't say it forced. But I just think that it just gave me the opportunity to really like take the time to really look inside myself. You know what I mean? And just, I don't know, like dig into that creativity aspect of it. And plus I was at that point too where the album was almost done, but I still had some more songs to finish up. So that just gave me that extra, power, to finish it up,
That makes a lot of sense.
Do you remember your first song that you wrote? First song. Is it hard to remember your first song as an artist or no?
I don't,
No, I hate my first song.
I can't remember the first song.
I always thought it'd probably be
did.
easy. I guess it's not, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I try not to remember.
Try not to remember your first song.
It's personal. It's just like, this was trash.
Sometimes you might be right, because sometimes your first song's not all that, but then as time goes on, you get better. You learn, you grow.
I personally like to look at it as a stepping stone. Like, this is where I came from.
Right. Yeah.
So it's good, but I don't want the public to hear it.
Yeah. See, I don't remember mine.
Remember yours,
but I still have a lot of like my old songs that I wrote back like in. I want to say back in like 2001.
Wow.
2001.
I still got a folder. I still got my folder of old rhymes.
Really?
You've been doing this for a minute, man.
Yeah, man.
Amari God.
You what's your favorite song on the album? A song that you like that, if like, let's say
On the new album?
a new album, yeah, a new album.
On my new album, the song that I like, I don't know, man. It's a lot of dope joints in there, man.
Facts.
I like the ones that stick out to me most though is I definitely love I like The Chosen One. What's another song of mine's? King Shit.
Wow.
A Beautiful Soul.
I just like the titles. I didn't even hear the titles already.
Beyond the Surface. I like The Right Path. I mean, I don't know, man. I like each song for its own reason. You know what I'm saying? But those songs stick out to me a lot. Yeah.
Which follows up on I want to ask you: are you signed to a label? Or are you independent right now?
No, I'm independent.
Independent. You would like to keep it that way? Because some people say they like to keep it. You want to control your rights or whatever.
Yeah, I prefer to keep it that way.
Keep that way.
Yeah.
That's the movement now, though, right?
That's
kind of the wave now.
I think I heard about that. Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it now, look with the technology we have now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything's more accessible now. You could do your own stuff now.
Yeah.
So you don't have to really rely on the major labels.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if there's a situation that comes up where, like they got like, what is it? Not 360 deals, but like production deals, or they got different types of deals where you can still have ownership of your music, but you may just have someone to help kind of like push the music for you, things like that.
But I heard that's pretty big in terms of controlling your copyrights or whatever, controlling your masters, controlling your masters.
That's the name of the game, right?
Controlling your masters.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm surprised some of these big artists, these legendary artists, they don't have their masters.
Yeah, they get screwed.
They're screwed. Yeah. But they when you listen to the stories, you hear how they just want to sign and make that big money real quick. They don't know the business of it till later on.
Yeah. A lot of them are coming from out of poverty.
Right.
They see that check. It's just like
just sign and wait.
Exactly. Yeah. And this is before the pre-internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, there you go.
That's very true. I have so one of your songs you talk a lot of real spiritual stuff, just healthy stuff. You're very conscious about like your health and what you're putting into your body and things of that nature. Were you always so aware of like healthy eating and things? Like, when did that change? Or was it always something? Because you rap about it a lot.
Yeah. I've always been a health conscious dude.
Yeah.
But I want to say like maybe back in around 2016, around 2017, that's when I started to make that transition to start, becoming more healthy, or really like switching my diet up, changing my diet around and everything. You know what I'm saying? And I remember watching this is when I was actually in London. I was staying over at my uncle's, and I was watching the Netflix documentary, What the Health.
Oh, yeah. I'm familiar
Once
with
I
that
saw
one.
that, I was like, yo, when I get back to the States, I'm changing my whole shit up. You know what I'm saying? Cutting out all this, cutting out the meat. I mean, I started cutting out meat. I mean, I never ate pork. I stopped, for a long time. I never,
like me.
Yeah, but once I got back home, I was like, I'm cutting out the chicken, I'm cutting out the beef. Right. And just went more like, just plant-based.
Plant-based. That's why one time I saw him, walking, and I was like, I didn't notice it was him. You dropped so much pounds, you just everything, the whole thing changed. And I realized, you changed up. Yeah.
You feel better?
You feel better?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I feel a lot better, lighter. I feel more aware. I feel more open. Just just feel good overall, man.
Yeah.
Was that easy for you though to kick? Because like I love meat, man. Like, and you know, pork. I'll partake of the swine. Like I don't, you know.
You can't ease off of it. No?
It's hard. Yeah, I love it.
Some people could do a cold turkey, and some people have to ease
cold
off
turkey.
of
I
it.
see what you did there. All right, you're on the map, sir.
Do I get a belt for that one?
Oh yeah, you definitely get a belt.
Yeah, but it's hard for you though.
Yeah, I love bacon. Like I'm not gonna front. Like I love bacon, and you know, but was it easy for you to kick?
What it is once I made my mind to do it, then it was like no turning back, man.
Yeah, that's what they say. Once your mind is set on something, it tend to go for it, you know.
But that takes a certain level of discipline, though.
Definitely. Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah. So you are a very disciplined dude. Like you talk about meditation and all that stuff, and I get it. And clearly, you already answered my question about like meditation influencing your music, because I hear you talk about it in your music as well.
Right.
So how often do you meditate?
I meditate every day, man. At least twice a day.
Twice a day. Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
You know what I'm saying? Or even if I'm just like sitting down and I can make it in a way where I could just meditate. You know what I'm saying? I'll do it. Like if I'm just sitting down, or even if I'm on the bus or the train, or if I'm in the park. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just taking in the scenery and everything. You know what I mean?
And it helps you a lot with your music too, right?
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
Right.
You know?
You wouldn't have it any other way, would you?
Nah, man.
I didn't think so. I didn't think so.
Performance-wise, have you performed?
Nah, I haven't really done a lot of performances.
Any shows, anything like that?
I haven't done any shows, and especially with the whole pandemic.
Oh, yeah.
Pandemic and everything.
That's true.
But that's something I definitely want to get in the works.
This is your first album?
No, this is my
third.
So the other two albums you had, did you perform at any songs for those albums, like any at clubs, any opening acts, gigs like that?
Nah, I mean, no, I did a couple open mics. I did a couple open mics. I remember I went to Chicago and did open mic out there. But as far as for the projects themselves, And a lot of times too, I was going to, and then something came up. It didn't work out too, so that was another thing. But
because you seem like a very, very laid back kind of shy guy, so I'm thinking I can't imagine him on stage doing his thing.
Rocking the mic.
Rocking the mic, So
like if I touch that machine, well, you got a mic right here. I touch this mic, man.
It's over.
Right now, you know what I'm saying? I'll go in.
All right, he on the map. He on the map. So like. Is this your favorite project that you've come, Grand Rising? Is this your?
Yes, it is. I feel it's my best work to date. You know what I'm saying? Just because, don't get me wrong. As far as the other projects that I did, like I like those too, but this one is like I was able to say everything I wanted to say on this album, especially up to this point. You know what I'm saying? Especially where I'm at in life, and. Yeah, I was able to capture everything, and just like you said earlier, with the whole sequence of the album, you know what I'm saying, from track 1 to 17, like putting that together, it was a line. Everything just came. It was a line, man.
Yeah, it worked perfectly.
Yeah.
Now you said you were able to say what you wanted to say, and boy, did you say some things. Okay, I had to write some things down because I didn't want to forget this. Okay. So we're gonna talk about some controversy a little bit. Because one of your bars, like when you said it, I was just like, I had to run it back a little bit because I was shocked that you went there. So in the song. I wrote it down here. In the song, what was it? The Truth? No, let's not even go there first. Let's go to Holy Shit. Let's go to that song.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you said Kanye said that slavery was a choice.
Yeah,
that's what you said.
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah,
and you said that we took things the wrong way.
Yes,
now,
I want to say.
What do you mean by
that? I would say a certain sect of people. I mean, I agree with Kanye when he said that, because I felt like if you really think about it, like we have more power than we think. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. I know, like, at that time, with slavery and everything, I mean, I don't know. How should I put it? I guess what I'm saying is that we have the power to make changes for ourselves. And if we understand the power, then we wouldn't have to succumb to, you know what I'm saying, another race to come in and make us feel like, you know, we can't accomplish certain things or do certain things, or we don't have that willpower, you know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people, when Kanye said what he said, I think they took it out of context. You know what I'm saying? And I knew where he was going with it. I mean, I'm not saying I agree with everything Kanye says, but when he said that, I was like, I know exactly where he was taking it at. You know what I mean? And I just think people kind of just took it the wrong way and everything, you know. But you know, I feel like, you know, as a people, you know what I'm saying, like we have the power to make the change for ourselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? And, and that's what I took out of it, based on what Kanye was trying to, you know, go.
So
with
you think Kanye, the way he delivered it was a little wrong, like the way he worded it, or like, or was it just the way we took it?
I just think it's the way people took it. Yeah. 'Cause I don't think he came out in a way to make it sound like, oh, like
slavery is a good thing.
And he said what he said, but I know, at least for me, I know where he was coming from. You know,
because you know, when it comes to certain topics, it's like a touchy topic. Some people, so people are like, I think what someone said the same thing. Agree with you. They said that when Kanye said that about slavery is a choice, what he was saying is that there were so many of us that outnumbered them. We were stronger than them. You know.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I mean, I can't exactly say what he said in words, but he was just trying to break it down.
I understand what
Kanye said, but I don't know if Kanye meant it like that, but he kind of agreed with what Kanye said too. He was trying to break it down.
Yeah.
But
I would never touch.
Yeah, I don't touch certain things like that. I've learned my lesson.
I'm glad you did. You know, I'm glad there's people out there like you that do touch on that. I just don't want the smoke. You know what I mean? That comes with that. Because again, like a person like me, I'm able to listen to it and have a conversation about it.
Right.
I'm not judging you about what you said.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought the bar was hard. Like I appreciated the song.
No doubt.
Because you know we were talking about risk earlier, and you know you should take risk on your project. If you say what you want to say, you're the artist. You should be able to say whatever you want to say. But I just, you know, I would never, I would never go there, and I'm glad you did. And I just wanted to know, from your perspective, like, what did you mean by that? Because you did explain it on the song, but now that you're here, you could really break it down. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm glad you,
no doubt,
you were able to.
And you know, the thing is too, it's like, it's not like I said to myself, you know, I'm gonna make an album and I want to make this controversy.
No.
But sometimes, you know, when you write, and I'm sure you could, you know, you could, you know, understand this too. Sometimes when you're writing, things just start coming to you.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
And it's like it just comes out of nowhere.
Absolutely.
Like, but then it just feels good. It just sounds right. So you know,
and it works.
You just put it in, and you put it in the lyrics.
I
in the
totally
song.
understand that.
And that's how sometimes that comes about too. That's how it comes, you know.
I totally understand that. There's something else that you said that I thought was very interesting, and I actually agree with you. Let's see. When you were talking about, first of all, I love the fact that you were talking about the positivity, black businesses, and you were teaching people how to, just telling people how to be better financially invested in 401ks and I believe IRAs. Is that what you
that's dope?
Yeah.
Things of that nature, and we don't have that a lot in rap today.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's really good that you're touching on topics like that.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks.
Because who raps about that?
No one raps about that these days. It's very hard.
You don't hear that these days.
No.
And this is why I respect you as an artist, because you hit those topics that mainstream is not gonna they're not gonna appreciate that.
No.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, there's certain artists that touched on it. You know what I'm saying? I think Jay-Z touched on it before.
What Jay-Z? Is it fair to even say?
The business Jay-Z's, you know, he'll touch on it, but touch on it I feel touch on it to try to, you know, educate. It's like a punchline kind of thing. It's not really trying to go out there and try to teach you.
I
think he is trying to teach you. 444 was very informative.
It was trying to teach you, but I don't know how to explain it.
I think it was informative though. He wasn't being cocky with it. He was saying, you know, things things like, why are we doing this when we could be doing this?
Right.
and all that
Right,
stuff,
yeah.
You know?
I think he's trying, but what I'm trying to say is that he likes to show that he's not the old Jay-Z with the Benz and stuff. Like he's trying to show he's a businessman now.
Absolutely.
So by doing that, he has to drop these bars in terms of showing
True.
what he knows, his knowledge as a
Yes.
businessman. Not that anything wrong with that, you know.
Right,
but
right, of course,
it's
of
different.
course.
You get a different style of Jay-Z, you know, from the old Jay-Z. When we talk about money, cash, hoes to now, you know. So
which is why I like the new Jay-Z.
Like the new Jay-Z better?
Yeah, I do. I
like the new Jay-Z
messages
better,
like that.
but I like my old Jay-Z at 90 because I like
he has a place.
Yeah,
He has a place.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. So, which is your favorite Jay-Z album?
Blackout.
Blackout?
I like the blueprint. I like both blueprints.
Blueprint?
What about
Me,
you?
I like parts. I like part one, but
Blueprint?
I'm gonna have to go with Reasonable Doubt though. That's my personal
Okay.
favorite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I almost said, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my personal favorite Jay-Z album. Right
Yeah.
there.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Also, just real quick, 'cause I just this project is fire. And the song "The Truth," right? You mentioned
Truth. Yep.
You mentioned how a lot of women are giving off this masculine energy.
Yeah.
And how a lot of males are also giving feminine energy. It's like the roles
Roles
changing.
of reverse. Yeah.
Why do you think that is? Because I agree with that. I agree.
I think part of it is society. You know, the way things is going, and yeah, it's just part of it is society, and I think also too. It's not that I don't know. It's just I know, but it's just trying to put it in the right way so to make it understandable. But I just think the way, like I said, society, the media plays a part in it, you know, and I just think that, especially in this day and age now in society, you know, like the kids, they're being in tune to the wrong things. Plus the foods we eat, that plays a part in it too. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and it's not how it used to be, like compared to like back in the days. You know what I'm saying, where like the man, you know what I'm saying, he will be more in his masculine frame. Don't get me wrong, here's the thing, like we both, man and women, we both have female and male energy. You understand that.
Of course, yeah.
But it's just that now it's just, you're starting to see more of, like I was saying before, like, you know, the roles is reversing now. You know what I'm saying, where you have certain like females, they're just going around, not all, but some, you know what I'm saying, walking around more that masculine energy, you know what I'm saying, and you have, you know, the guys now just trying to, you know, play this, you know, they're more into their feminine, you know, and like I said, like some of it's to do with the food that we eating, and also what we've been, you know, accustomed to, exposure through the media and everything like that, you know, movies, even the music too,
You know, they say before we're born, everyone is a
I hear that.
Woman until the balls drop.
I hear that.
But you know, you heard about the Ankh, man and woman?
No.
You know the symbol for the Ankh?
Yeah, I know the Ankh.
You see Prince symbol?
Yes.
That's man and woman. So that's what it is.
Oh, I didn't.
But he added a little guitar to it at the end, a little thing.
Well, I know what the Ankh is.
The Ankh is, it's man and woman together. So I mean, they say it could, you know, come together, you know. So, but he's right about that though. A lot of things he was saying.
I agree.
Z actually, last time she was on the show, she talked about the whole Cardi B. She said something about women portraying this masculine kind of thing, stuff like that.
She did mention that,
and he's weird. He talked about it. Not weird, but you know, how he's talking about it.
So I do agree.
This other guy, he's the rapper. Old Town Farm. He's kind of like that devil stuff. He's kind of he's gay.
Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas X. What do you think about him? That's what you could say that he's portraying that, not portraying, but he has that feminine thing. But
the thing is
he gay? I don't know if he's gay.
Well, from what I understand, he's gay.
Right. Okay.
And if he's gay, that's
right. Yeah. We're not knocking it. Right.
You know what he's doing though, right? First of all, he's doing what he wants to do.
Right.
And he's loving that attention that the haters are giving him.
He's right.
You're just fueling his. You know what I'm saying?
He has a shoe now, but I heard he's getting sued or something like that. He has
his shoe is sold out.
Nike,
it's sold out.
But didn't Nike contested that?
That's what they said.
That's what I was hearing.
They said Nike contested with it. Yeah, something about
I heard they said the shoe excuse me, the shoe had it's supposed to have blood in there or something like that.
Oh
like,
wow!
I don't know about that.
I can't keep up to these little this, little that,
Yeah.
these little guys.
I mean, me personally, as far as Lil Nas X goes, I mean, I have nothing against him. I mean, as far as the video that he did, I mean,
yeah, so that was wild. I didn't know about it until
crazy,
my cousin did that. I saw it. I was like, what?
Look,
you could definitely peep a lot of like hidden symbolism in that.
of course,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
but there's symbolism everywhere though. But
That is true. That is true.
But creatively, it's stunning. Can we're not gonna say that though, right? Oh,
I don't know.
can't say that.
I don't know if I can say stunning. Hold on. How would you
describe stunning?
Yeah,
Meaning-
that's what I'm going to say.
meaning like, oh, didn't see that coming. Like that, it's just a video that has a lot of like moving parts and it's very, very controversial, I'm sure, with the whole pole slide and all that stuff. But it's just like, okay, this is where we go. This is where he wanted to take it. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you know what I'm saying? You either like him or you don't.
So that's his way of
That's his creativity. That's his creativity.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
I get it. I get it's his creativity. I mean, like I said, I don't really listen to him, you know what I'm saying? So I can't really, it's not like I have anything negative to say about him.
You just
know
don't
what
like
I'm
that
saying?
energy he pushes.
But as far as like, I mean, as far as that
stuff,
video's concerned, like
Right.
I don't really, I don't rock to it like that.
Right.
you know
Yeah,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
I'm not
That's
really
fair.
feeling it, but
Because you figure we talked about him doing the whole meditation and the way his lifestyle, living clean and stuff, and that is like totally opposite from what he's. So
If he doesn't,
I kinda get that.
if people don't want that in their spirit or in their space,
Right,
it's
exactly.
totally fine.
Right.
You don't have, you know what I'm saying? But I think that people who are so outspoken about like videos like that, he just eats that up. You're just playing right into his hands. That's what's happening.
I see what you're saying with that, and so it seems like he's just taking that energy,
Yeah.
people's,
And
giving out, and he's just taking it like, all right, and
he loves it.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing for him, and we all know in this society, in this world, controversy sells.
Yeah.
So the more symbolism you put in your video, or whatever the case is, I've used symbolism because I know how effective it is on the subconscious. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I understand how effective it is. So why not? You know what I'm saying? And whatever. It's not about me.
And at the end of the day, too, I mean, we live in a world where people are going to judge you anyway. People are going to criticize.
That's right.
People are going to have their opinions. So whether you agree with it or not, at the end of the day, you're going to do what you need to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't knock him for that because that's what he wanted to do. I don't agree with it, but that's what he wanted to do. Then cool. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure you have people who don't like your style of rap.
I'm pretty sure of that. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't expect everyone to gravitate to the type of music that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying, based on the album that I put out. But like I said, there's going to also be a market, or there's going to be people that can like my music as well.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to cater to those.
Right.
I mean, for those who don't like it, then hey, it is what it is.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm not focusing on that. But yeah.
Doesn't it feel good to create the music that you want to create and really not care about?
I know.
course.
That's a good question.
That's so good.
Because I think when sometimes I've heard sometimes too, people are actually creating and like instead of creating what they feel, they're like, are people gonna like this? Nah, let me stop that. Let me go this direction. It kind of like puts you in between, like you're trying to please the people, but then at the same time, you want to still do your thing. Do you find yourself?
Good question.
That's a good question. Not really, because I mean, for the most part, like I just do what I feel. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, I also look at it like, well, I know what I'm doing here. I know, or at least I feel people will gravitate to it once the song and music is done.
Right.
And I feel people will, I let people come to me. Like they come to my world. You know what I'm saying? So I just basically do what I feel.
Yeah.
That's right from the spirit, and then people will gravitate towards it. You know what I'm saying?
Your beats. Who produces your beat? Who makes your beats?
Well, most of my beats is in-house producers, so that's I'm blessed in that area.
Right.
As far as like I have a cousin of mine, he makes the beats. My boy Jaden Stropside, who I went to school with.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? He also does music as well. You know what I'm saying? He makes beats for me, and we rap together. So shout out to JS.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm blessed in that way. And then every now and again, I'll get some outside producers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But most of my beats are in-house.
Okay.
Yeah, your beats are really good. They're really good. Like they work so well with you,
No
for
doubt.
you. It's really good.
No
really
doubt.
good.
Appreciate that word.
Because I notice the people, a lot of artists, independent artists, what they do is they get the free beats online, you know, to sample the beats online. People, you know, I've heard this, people how get beats online, they just get it and just start going all the time. Yeah. Okay, that's good. How are you marketing yourself, though? We'll get at the end of the show. You
face to face.
Yeah. At the end of the show, you'll be able to tell the people how to reach you and everything like that. But how you have SoundCloud, you have website and all that stuff.
I'm actually in the process soon of working on a new website. But right now, I got a band. You heard of Bandcamp?
Bandcamp, yeah.
Yeah, I got Bandcamp. And plus my music is out on other digital, streaming sites, iTunes, Apple. You know what I'm saying?
I miss the days when you were walking downtown. Yo, can you listen to my CD, bro?
Yeah.
You miss those days?
It was annoying, but then again, it's like, yo, the grind. You seen the guys out there grinding downtown Brooklyn, man, in the cold, and yo, listen to my CD, $5, bro. Yeah.
I paid for one of those CDs.
And they were trash. A lot of them were trash, but hey,
I regretted it so much.
They were trash, but I appreciate the guys grind, the artists.
Whatever,
but then
sure.
I'll pay. I'll support them. I used to pay a little $3, $5, to buy the little CD. But then I listen to them. I'm like, ooh,
it's so bad. I'm sorry.
But those guys were out there hustling.
They were.
Bro. They opened up the trunk. Jay-Z started off like that too.
I respect the grind.
Yeah, in the trunk of his car with Marcy over
Master
there.
P.
All those dudes. Yeah,
I respect the grind.
That was the grind back then. Now everything's digital now, man. So it's like,
But it's easier to.
It's easier now.
It's easier to do it now.
But you know what? This still what do you call it? There's people out there that still want to see. They want the tangible, like product. They want that vinyl, that CD.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna plan on at some point putting out like some vinyl CDs for the album as well.
Yeah,
people that,
both. Do a little bit of both, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Just the interaction and networking with people. It's just like that feel gets you, hyping. I don't know. That's just who I am.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. The artwork that you have for
that's another thing. Yeah,
it's really good.
Good looks,
the artwork is good too.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Hey, check it out, man. When you get the chance.
The way you're talking about it, I gotta.
I'm telling you, I'm not here. I didn't want to come here to I enjoy this man's music. I'm so serious.
All right, let me tell you something.
Don't forget.
No. This is the most I've ever seen this guy active on the show.
What?
So he can tell you really likes your stuff, or he's really enjoying this episode.
I tell him all the time.
He talks on previous episodes, but I'm the one mostly hosting. I'm like, wow, he's the one hosting the show this time. I feel good. He's taking over. Got questions. So you could tell he's into this show. But you know what? It's a whole music thing that's really got him going too.
I love genuine music.
Right.
I don't care what genre. I don't care what it. If it sounds good and the message is good, even if I don't agree with it, if it's good, I'm so in. I'm in. And the fact that I could actually sit down, me as an artist myself, I can sit down with an artist like him, because him and I are not the same. We're different artists, but I love the way he like tackles his music. I love the way you tackle your music. I
appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it,
great.
Man.
So you guys pick each other's brains sometimes?
Oh yeah,
all the time. All the time.
Do I smell a collab coming on?
We got that.
We talk about it. What are you talking? Oh, that's another question. How do you go about choosing who you collab with on your project?
That's a great question. Yeah.
That's a very, very, very good question. That's a good question, man. Well,
what's the thought process like?
I guess I try to, like, if I'm working on a song, and if I could hear a certain individual on the track, you know what I'm saying, then that's how I usually, do it. You know what I'm saying? Well, who I feel could fit on on the song.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially if I know their body of work and and their voice, and if I feel their voice could go on the track as well. You know what I mean?
Because all of your features are fire.
No doubt, yeah.
I was looking for a feature. I was like, I couldn't find one. I couldn't find one feature. Everybody was good. Everybody brought like their own unique style to it, and it
fit the
it was
the song
perfect.
And everything.
It was so perfect.
That's what I always want. Yes, that's a great question to ask them, because I always wonder how artists decide. Okay, because you have a lot of options to pick different people. To be on your feature. Feature on your project. How do you go about saying, okay, I want to work with this one. I want to work with that one.
Yeah,
Every artist is different then, you know,
right,
based on what you're looking for, to feel the vibe, all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I do it too.
That's how you do it too?
Yeah, same thing. It's all about a feeling. If like, you know, I know your body of work or whatever the case is. If there's a certain song that I need your style on.
Yes,
I will, you know, ask if, you know, you could help me out with this track or something like that.
I think one time I was watching something with interview with Irv Gotti, and he said when he's producing and stuff like that, he said, you know what, I could picture so and so being on this track. He used to reach out to the artist, like, listen, send it out to them, let them know, like, you know, sometimes you hear a certain song, like, I have this artist in mind. I know that I could rip this up.
Exactly.
That's usually how it
this
happens.
track.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much
exactly what it is right there.
Yeah, his collabs are fire, man. Like, I wish I could name all of them, but I don't know the names of all of them.
But you're not using SoundCloud. You don't put yourself up on SoundCloud. No, have you thought about it?
I do. I have it. I don't know, man. I'm not saying I have anything against SoundCloud.
Cause I'm on a SoundCloud right now. You know, I'm trying to pump a song right now, so artists can hear your joint right now. It's gonna surprise you right there. You know?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I have nothing against SoundCloud. I actually have SoundCloud, but it's just I don't know. I just
careful.
I'm just kidding.
I'm on SoundCloud. I'm just kidding.
But I got my stuff on Bandcamp, and you know, like I said, I got music on other sites as well. But nothing against SoundCloud. It's just that I just got to put it on SoundCloud, basically. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even bullshit you, man.
Yeah, you gotta get up on there, bro. You gotta get up on there. It's really blowing up now. From before, because being a DJ, it was mostly like for like independent, like mixtape artists and DJs and stuff. But now everyone's putting stuff up on SoundCloud.
Yeah,
and it's easier to get, like, you know, it's the app, you have it on your phone in case you want to let someone hear your stuff real quick. People let someone hear it real quick. Either that or YouTube, or when people want to play stuff, you know, in their house, little house parties, people, you know, play stuff. They go to either YouTube or SoundCloud.
But you know what I like about you though, even because most of it is Bandcamp. That's your
right. Yeah, Bandcamp. Right.
But the thing is, if you like an artist, it doesn't matter where they are. If you genuinely like someone and you want to hear their stuff, find them.
I agree. Yeah,
like it weeds out all of the people who you don't want in your camp anyway.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I agree.
But I'm trying to say, like, let's say he walked up to somebody real quick, and you know they say they want to check out his music real quick. Most people have that SoundCloud or YouTube app on their phone.
Yeah,
YouTube comes standard on people's phones.
I get it. And
the SoundCloud people, not everybody, but some people have it on
there.
But
music is actually on YouTube as well.
Okay,
the tracks is
yeah. So it's easier to just find it, but.
I get it.
Bandcamp has do they have an app?
Yeah, they have an app.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know Bandcamp had an app.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like you want to make yourself easier to find someone to find you real quick and play, listen to you real quick. You know, so
that makes sense. You're right. I stand corrected. You're right.
You know, so
I apologize.
So good, man. So good.
Yeah,
man.
How long did it take you to create this project?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you. That's my next question, actually.
Oh, what?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say about maybe about 4 years.
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because you see, even before this album, I was actually working on an album with my cousin. We was planning to drop a duo album, and make a long story short, it didn't work out. So that's why it took me so long to actually come out with this album. You know what I'm saying? Or come out with a solo joint, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So, but yeah, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I want to say about like 4 years or so working on the album.
Is that the longest you've taken for a project, for an album?
The longest? Well, my other projects that I did, it might have been the same time, maybe a little less than that. But this one's definitely the longest because, like I said, I was working on the album before with my cousin, and being that I got scrapped, and even that project that took some time too. So if you think about it, the last project that I had put out was "The God Must Be Crazy." That came out 2013. We in 2021, and I'm not.
I love these titles, man.
Oh, his titles
are
so on point.
It's crazy.
So on point.
Just hearing his titles remind me of something that Nas would have. Titles Nas would have on his album.
Yeah, you can
it's
really,
crazy.
You can really tell.
And Nas is one of my favorite artists.
Yeah,
love Nas.
He's up there.
Love Nas.
You can really tell, like Amari's, your frame of mind, your state of mind. by your titles alone. You already know what you're getting into
just by
the titles. Yeah, which is phenomenal. I think you know what you're doing when you do that.
Like the first the first mixtape that I did, it's called Too Many Cooks Spoil the Broth.
Yes, I remember that one.
Creative. Too many cooks spoil the pot. Spoil the what?
The broth.
Oh, okay, spoil the broth. Okay,
I remember that. That picture was pretty good too.
And it had a picture to it too.
Yeah, with the
chef.
The chef's cooking up too much in the pot, trying to get.
Really creative stuff, man. Really creative.
Well, that's what. Well,
yeah, I try to think, outside the box.
Outside the box.
Outside the box.
You know what I mean? And you know what? Sometimes when people just look at the picture, like that's creative, makes them want to listen to it.
Yeah,
because that's what as a DJ when I used to make my mixtapes, people. I never used to put, because I used to hand out the CDs back in the days. Yeah. And when people open up the CD, I never put the track listing inside it. People said, why you don't put the track listing in there? I said, for two reasons. Number one, my boy used to have he used to make a creative cover for me, right? So make you just like, whoa, stop, look, and then once they open it up, I use where you put the track listings, I will use that to put my social media, the way you can contact me.
Oh, smart.
So now it forces you to listen to the CD, right? And once they listen to the CD and they like it,
you can contact.
Right,
wow.
Instagram, Facebook.
Nice. That's really smart.
My website. Everything, my telephone, everything, inside there. But just the artwork alone make them like, It makes you interested in what's on the CD.
You two are teaching me a lot of things about marketing.
I'm telling you, the artwork is very important. It just gets you like, wow. Because, sometimes like these guys that we, like going back to we talking about the guys downtown Brooklyn who's handing out their CDs. You see guys with gold tooth and this. You look at that, you're like, you don't want to listen to it.
That's
what I'm trying to say. You look at some of these guys that like they with an AK-45 on the front cover. Come on. But if you have a CD, you look at it like, that with the chefs with the pot. So you look at that like,
that's interesting.
This is interesting. Let me see what's on it. So
absolutely.
Yeah, it's part of the whole total package.
It's
the presentation,
everything. There you go. It's everything, man. It's everything. So
I totally, I get it.
Your next album, you better make sure. Mixtape. Album mixtape. You got to make sure.
Since I'm, I'm not on his level. I'm not on your level either.
He doesn't like to put himself. I
don't do that. But
he's there, man. Don't let him fool you.
A lot of talent, man. But he just want to be low key under the radar.
Just under the radar. But I do like to put some unique. Just covers for like the songs or like any albums that I do or whatever the case is. I do that every now and then, but I don't go and like what next time? What did I do?
We gotta bring him out.
You don't have to. Why?
That's your feel comfortable doing? Okay.
I'm just it's cool. I'm gonna leave that for you.
I want to see you on stage, your shirt off.
I can't do your shirt off. I can't do that.
I want to ask you this. I think I probably asked you before, but I know you working on some stuff, but I just want to know, like, do you have like a like a set time frame, or when you plan on dropping like some like your next project?
He's asking you questions now.
I do have a set time frame. It's later this year. I will be releasing like some lo-fi hip hop.
Nice.
It's something new that I've never done before, but it's like I'm keeping the core of who I am as an artist with the storytelling and all the emotions and all of that stuff. All of that is in there. It's just behind like some nice laid back lo-fi beats. And what I want to do is only going to be like about 5 to 7 tracks, so it's real short, real easy to digest. And what I want to do is I want to tap into that part of your brain, that subconscious part, and kind of make you relax. So like I want to write it in thoughts of you like sipping wine or like rolling something up, or chilling with like your significant other, and y'all just want to vibe. I'm trying to create a vibe.
Trying to create that vibe.
Yeah,
I hear you.
just a vibe. So and it's not going to be like traditional. Verse, hook, verse, hook. It's not like that. 'Cause so sometimes it can be like one verse and then there's like a little story here, and then like it fades out because like the music allows that.
Yeah.
You know, it's
hear
all
you.
about the vibe. So it's coming. So I'm
something
working
different
on
then,
it.
right?
It's very different. Very different.
And it's a challenge. It's gonna challenge you.
Very challenging. I've never done this before. Never rapped on beats like this before.
Wow.
Never.
Yeah.
Never attempted to do something lo-fi like that before. There's no high energy. I'm taking away all of that high energy stuff. I'm stripping all of that away. I just want to focus. It's not even like bar heavy. It's emotion heavy. It's like feeling
Like you
heavy.
said, it's nothing but vibes.
It's vibes. Yeah. I just want you to like just mellow out, just turn the lights low, and just vibe to it. That's what I'm looking.
It's gonna be more hip hop or R&B.
It's a mixture of both. I can't help but like do, but I can't sing for nothing.
That's what I'm trying to figure out what it's gonna be.
Yeah, because
you know me, I love R&B. I'm thinking, hey, this guy trying to go baby making style. You said
you
lights out,
could though,
wine.
but you could.
I'm
You
like,
could.
what we getting here?
You could. There's tracks on there where you could do that if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But I'm also trying to get you in that mode where you're like, I miss her. I wish she was here with me right now. You know, like I'm trying to get you to get that thought. Those thoughts in your head, like maybe I should call her. I want you to make mistakes while listening to this project. Is basically what I'm doing. I want you to make mistakes. So yeah, that's coming. That's coming. So I'm working on that. Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But back to you.
Yeah, back to you.
Videos. Are we gonna? Should we expect any sort of videos?
That's great one. That's
Yes.
great one. Videos.
I must.
Ooh.
Definitely, it's a must. I have to do the videos. I'm actually planning to shoot a video soon.
Which song?
Holy shit.
Bro, see, I don't know about that song. I gotta see. So I gotta.
We were just talking about that. We were just talking about that.
Yes.
That's the
Holy
that's,
shit.
That's
Holy
the one.
shit.
That's the one.
man.
You chose.
You know the location, the theme, and everything.
Yeah. Me and my engineer, we talked about it because he shoots videos. So we just talked. We just talked about it before I came over here.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
crazy?
So
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys probably know him. You remember a guy who worked with us, Don Jr.? You know Don Jr.?
what's my boy?
Yeah, I'm trying to say,
I know him. I know him.
When we talk about videos, I know he does a lot
but
of work.
he
He does
left,
videos.
though.
He left, yeah.
Yeah.
You know him? You guys used to chop it up a little bit? Because he's another artist, too. He does a lot of videos and stuff like
He's
that.
really
Music,
good.
Yeah.
He's really good at what he
He's
does.
dope. He's dope.
Shout out John Jr.
Yeah, seriously, man. Seriously.
He has a good spirit, man. I like him, man.
Yeah.
His marketing is strong too.
Yeah,
he
he
got a
markets
strong
himself.
market.
When he
game.
said videos, I know he does a lot of videos and music and stuff like that. Yeah. So getting back to you, what you were saying, you and your boy,
Yeah, my engineer. Yeah,
right.
He makes videos as well. So we planning to shoot a video. I want to say next week. You know what I'm saying? We got some
early.
stuff
next week. Wow.
We got some stuff, lined up, planned. We're gonna do. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Is this your first video?
Well, it will be my first video for the project.
Oh, for the project.
For the
So you've done
project.
videos before?
Yeah, I've done videos before.
Oh, that I'm unaware of. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Is it on YouTube?
There you go. You said it.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Check it out.
Yeah. But it will be my first video for the album. And and I definitely want to shoot some more videos.
Some more videos. Yeah.
Just to, get the visuals out there.
What does that feel like?
It's like I'm.
You gotta wait to
like,
see.
It's like how would it feel like?
Yeah, let's just like shoot a video.
I don't know.
That's it.
To me, it's feel like I'm about to go shoot a movie or something.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
Is
Like
it
I'm
exciting?
about to do this movie here. You know what I'm saying? I got Denzel Washington here. Nah. But as far as doing the video, it's dope though because it's almost like you acting. That's why I say like a movie,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like you're trying to create those visuals to kind of help bring the words, the lyrics to life.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing too, because sometimes you see videos and sometimes the video doesn't even match.
Doesn't match
with
the song.
Yeah, that's weird to me.
Knock on wood, man.
That is weird to me, right? That's weird.
You know?
That's weird.
I'm not saying everything has to match up, but sometimes you
Yeah.
or at least create a theme.
Yes. Yeah.
kind of help.
Yes.
That kind of brings it all
I
together.
totally agree.
You know?
Yeah.
I totally agree.
You know something? At one point, hearing you guys come on the show, I've had a lot of artists come on the show and stuff. I've always wanted to try to be an artist myself, but I'm like, I have no bars,
Why
I have no
not?
skills.
Have you
I
tried
can't
it?
sing. I never tried it. That's the thing about it.
Dude, I can't sing either. But the thing is, I know how to hold. I know what I hear. I know. All right. So here's the thing. I know how to hold a note, and I know how I want the song to sound. I'm telling you right now, auto-tune is my best friend.
Whoa.
That's your savior.
Best friend.
That's your savior, man.
Only thing, first of all, shout
auto-tune that changes your voice?
Yeah, shout out to Nick, my engineer. I love you to death, bro. like I can hum a tune,
yeah,
or just harmonize a tune, just something real quick, get it as close as possible,
yeah.
You know, because I can't carry a note. I'm not a singer. I can't really do it like that. But I know my limitations. I know what I can and I can't do. He just smooths out the lines. You know, if I like level it or whatever the case is, he makes it sound super sexy. That's all I need. That's all you need. You don't really need to, you know, I'm not going to perform.
So he make you sound like Luther Vandross.
I mean,
I don't know, 'cause I have so many great ideas, but I don't know how to put it to paper and just start.
Have you tried?
I've never tried, but I said I have so many great ideas.
You should try. You gotta try. You gotta try.
At least try it once, unless you never know. You know what I'm saying?
Try it once, but you know, I don't have a flow like how you guys have flows.
Right, so
I don't know how to put it together. I have the ideas. I don't know how to put it together.
So let me ask you a question. If I invite you to the studio and I want you to collab with me, you do a track with me?
I'll do a track with you. I step outside the box.
Now we getting so many. We getting so many now.
Wait a minute. Was he a DJ? Oh shit, he's singing now.
All right, you heard it
And
here.
then the other night I was with I don't know if you remember Torre. He left.
The rapper Tory?
No, he produces beats now.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of the rapper Tory.
No, I'll show you him, but you probably remember. I was in his studio the other night. He started in 2010, and now he's come a long way. He's actually producing and stuff like that now.
Okay.
And I'm like, dang, you have a lot of ideas in terms of producing as well. Yeah. Well, you know, DJ and stuff. So, you know, you're dealing with a lot of producers. So.
Speaking of producers, shout out to Balance the Jeweler. Come on, man.
Oh, Balance.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is why we came to this podcast. You know, it's music at the end of the day.
Excited.
Exactly.
You know, so
yeah, man.
There's a question I wanted to ask you, but I forgot. But go ahead, you take over.
Oh, okay.
That's what I want to ask you. So, if like Jay-Z was in a studio in the hall in the lobby right now, right? And you had one track to give to him, what track would that be? Ooh. If Jay-Z's in the studio right now,
question.
We leave this studio and he's out there in our lobby right now, and you wanted to show him, yo, listen to this
question.
What track would that be? You would give to him that you know that he'd be like, yo.
That's a fire question.
Come meet me in my office tomorrow. 9 a.m. What track would that be? Remember, you got to give me your best. You got to get
best, right?
Yeah,
best of the best.
The best of the best.
Oh, what is it?
Because you got to think of like all you everyone should know the catalog. Like what's something that you know that they would like, or you know whether it's the beat would catch them. Because remember when they play your song, they want to right away like. Everyone, like they said, the human being's attention span is like very small. So you got to catch their attention right away. When you press play, okay. And when you start hearing you spit,
yeah.
Can't think of one.
I can't. I mean, I would say maybe Nothing to Prove.
Nothing to Prove?
Off the new album.
You're looking at it. Did you catch that one?
I don't remember the name.
If you listen to his album, if you had to choose one, if you were his manager, put it this way, if you were his manager and you were with him,
you know what I would choose?
I got this. Don't say anything.
I would choose his first one. The first one, like right out the gates.
Grand Rising?
Yes, I would choose that one.
Grand Rising is a good one too.
That's a good one too.
You have like a lot of swag on that too, and there's a lot of confidence in there. I like that one because when I hear it, even before, because like when obviously it's the first song, so that's the thing that sets the tone, and you set such a bar, like you can't lose with that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't lose with that track. It just gets you ready for something. It's almost like a teaser trailer for what's to come. You know what I'm saying? And it just hits perfectly. You get in, you get out, you show them a little swag, give them a little bit of personality, and you're done.
Right.
I think that's
definitely a good choice there too.
Yeah,
Grand Rising.
I would go with that one. Yeah.
Grand Rising. I say Nothing to Prove just because of, just the confidence and I'm just spitting balls in that one too. Nothing to Prove, you know what I'm saying? But Grand Rising though, it hits you though, like he's saying, like like as soon as you hear it, it just go, I start going in. So
right, Nothing to Prove I'm remembering now. That's the one yeah. You sound like you got it. Like you really got nothing to prove. Nothing to prove. I do remember that. Okay.
All right.
Do you have any songs on there? Because like we talked about earlier, I think we were discussing his approach is a little bit different.
Yeah.
You have anything? Like any talk about any cash money hoes, that kind of stuff. You don't deal with that kind of stuff.
Nah,
that's good.
nah.
Yeah, that's not his.
It's more like lyrical, like
very conscious,
very conscious music. Okay.
Yeah.
He talks about balance a lot, and just. I'm sorry. Why am I talking for you? I'm so sorry.
Nah, you sound good talking.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. Go right ahead, man.
I'm so sorry. I just get hyped, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that's the vibe he's on. He doesn't talk about most of these other rappers are talking about now.
No, he's so different. So different.
Yo, do you like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole? Because I haven't heard his music yet, and those are the kind of guys I like. Like that's around.
Yeah, I respect them. I like them. Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, they're dope. They're dope. You know what I'm saying? This other rapper that I got on the album too, Fashion. I don't know if you heard of him.
Fashion. What, the Fashion?
Fashion, the rapper Fashion.
Yeah. Of course.
He's on the album.
Really?
I didn't know he was famous.
Fashion.
I like every.
That's what I'm trying to say. Wow.
So
how did you meet Fashion?
Nah, well, actually, I just reached out to him because just like we was talking about earlier, how when you working on a song and you hear certain people. That could be on the record, on the song.
Yeah.
I could hear his voice on the song. So I'm like, you know what? Let me reach out to him. So I reached out to through email, and he reached back, and we just talked. And I just told him, I want you on this track. We worked everything out.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
That's
got
nice,
on the track. Rest is history.
Yo,
now I gotta listen to it now.
You have to listen to it.
Listen, this is your homework assignment for me.
Facts.
After we finish doing the whole thing here.
Yeah.
Later on tonight, when you get some downtime, just listen to the album. And then you come back to me later.
Tell you what you want. Yeah.
There you go.
His project is a vibe too. It's a vibe. It's a real vibe. You could.
Now as a DJ, I gotta start pushing your music now.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where I come into play.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, you are important to the industry.
We can't forget the DJ too.
Yeah, you have to because remember. The DJs are very important because they brainwash people in terms of on the radio. I mean, listen,
you're right,
if you're like a Funk Flex or a Mr. C,
right.
and like let's say you good with them, they keep playing music over and over and over again. People might not know you or might not like the song, but you keep hearing the song over and over and over again. You tend to like it. Yeah. You tend to like, who's this? And next thing you know, you get all these followers and people downloading and stuff. Yeah, because they're hearing it so much. Brainwash.
Yeah.
You're very right.
Yeah, so
I'm learning so much from this podcast, man.
So respect the DJs.
I got nothing but respect for DJs. Nothing but respect.
Yeah. So just man.
So you're happy. You're happy with this project.
Oh, definitely. Yes.
What's the next one? What's going on?
Are you thinking about the next one already?
Right now,
we got to wait another 4 years.
Hopefully not. Hopefully it won't have to be that long. But I am right now. I'm just working on some what do you call it? Like some collabs, some features.
Oh,
got some features for other people. Projects and things like that.
That's
you know
nice.
what I'm saying?
That's
and
good.
I got beats still, so I'm always
sorry, I had something in the air. It's crazy. So thank you. I don't know. I'm making kiss of water.
Yeah, but plus I'm always working on music too. I'm always writing when I get into that creative spark. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So. Yeah. But hopefully soon, I'll come out with something else pretty soon,
Yeah.
But right now, just the focus is this album here.
Yeah. I've always loved his vibe, his energy, his vibe.
Oh, his energy.
You see him at work, he's just so cool.
This is what I'm saying. He's so genuine.
That's why I love him too. He's so genuine.
He's a natural, genuinely good dude.
Yeah.
He's not fake.
Much. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He feels energy,
No doubt.
Gosh, I hate fake people.
Why are you
so
avoiding
much.
me? I'm saying I like your energy and your vibe too.
Because it's not about me.
Oh,
just
yeah. Okay.
It's not about me. Believe me, if you want me to talk, I'll talk.
Yeah, but yeah, man, I always like your energy, like your vibe, man. I never knew you used to rap and stuff like that until I started talking to my man over here. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, because you don't know what people are doing outside.
True,
right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So many people doing so many things you don't know until you start. People start talking and stuff like that. That's why when I started promoting the podcast, people was like, yo. I want to come on your show, do so. I'm like, really? You do that? Yeah.
Yeah. So, I learned a lot about you. I remember we was at the job was throwing like a cookout or something, and you were DJing. I was like, what's going on? What's happening?
You know the DJ?
No, I had no idea. No idea. And once I started to get to know you, and I realized that you're a good dude. Like you're a good dude. Like charity and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You really look out for the community, all sorts of stuff. I'm like,
I do a little bit of everything.
Like, okay, see,
that's what's up.
That's the type of people I want in my circle, though.
Right. Yeah.
So that's the type of people. I would not be giving you this energy if I didn't think you were genuine. So
I feel you, man. Yeah.
And I'm gonna have brought you on the show if I,
See?
Right.
See?
So
and he vouched for you as well too.
I definitely did.
This is the man right here.
I definitely did.
Like I was telling him before, man, I'm all about just vibes and just positive energy. You know what I'm saying? Just being around that type of environment, man. Yeah, I don't deal with none of that negativity or bad energy, man. That shit just brings you down.
It does.
It does.
It does.
You know what I mean? Word.
You gotta know that energy is a real thing because like you can feel it. You just can feel it. You know when people aren't like vibing right. You know that you've ever got that feeling where you sit next to a person, someone opens their mouth and you're just like,
oh yeah,
I know.
Oh yeah.
You're toxic
all the time, man.
You're so toxic.
And then also too is like, as you get older too, you know what I'm saying? That also plays a part. You get less. It's like you're not as you get less tolerant. You know what I'm saying?
I was telling someone about that the other day.
Very true.
You're absolutely right. You don't have no time for that. Yeah,
it's very true.
You know?
Very true. Your tolerance is like because you ain't got no time to waste.
Right.
When you record,
where do you record? What studio do you record in? Do you have your own studio or you?
Nah, like my engineer I was telling you about. I go to his studio
in Brooklyn, Manhattan.
It's right here in Ridgewood.
Oh, not too problem,
Yeah, not that far.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, nice. And where do you record? You record?
I think I'm in Williamsburg.
Williamsburg?
I record. I think it's Williamsburg.
Okay.
I think it's there.
Yeah, the same studio that I went the first time with.
Yeah, is that Williamsburg? It's probably not Williamsburg. I don't know, but it's close to Williamsburg.
Is it like Greenpoint?
Yeah, that's like Williamsburg. Yeah, somewhere over there. Yeah, somewhere next
door. Yeah.
But it's really a creative place. It's like a lot of graffiti and free thinkers and you could tell like there's a lot of artists like around. So it's a real cool environment. I like it.
Yeah, a lot of artistry.
So how does it work when you go into a studio? Do you already have your beats on a USB, or does like your producer come down there, like the person who makes your beats? So they come down there to the studio with you guys.
Now, for me, this is what it is.
I don't know how it works.
For me, my process is I have my beats on my phone. So when I get to the studio, I just have I Bluetooth it to my engineer. You know what I'm saying, and then he gets it. And then uploads it on his computer. Yeah. And then once it's uploaded, and then from there, he tweaks everything up, get everything situated. And then I go in the booth, and then I just go in and start ripping it on the mic. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I usually do it. So yeah.
It's usually very similar with me too. So it's like I'll have it on my phone, and then I'll give it to my engineer. He boot it up. But the thing is, like we have this system where we don't touch anything until after it's all done. So it's like, so I'll go in the booth, I'll lay the vocals down or whatever the case is, and then he'll fix it up, control the levels
as he's going along.
Like after, he's not touching anything. So we just do a raw first, right? And then after, that's when he like fixes up the levels. But then some magical happens, right? Like we start both feeding off that energy because we like the music that's happening. Yeah. And then he would just like have this idea, you should drop the beat here and make your vocal sound this way here, and we just feed off of that energy, and that's when the magic happens. So the song turns into something totally different from what I've envisioned it in my head, and it gets better because of that creativity. Wow. Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it.
That's why I ask, because everyone has a different way how they work and how they do things. The process is a little bit different for everyone.
Right. Yeah. Like what he just said there, it's pretty much the same thing with me too. Like once I depending on how many records or songs I record, like towards the end of it, then that's when my engineer, then he'll start mixing it. He'll be like, all right, is it good to start mixing? I say, yeah, go do your thing. And then he'll mix, and as he's mixing, we're talking about other shit.
Right.
Wow.
And then sometimes as he's mixing, then I might come up, I might hear the song, I'm like, you know what? I think this would be a good idea if you just put some delays in here, put some echoes in here, give it that effect, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like
That part is so fun, isn't it? I love that part.
Word.
This is why I would never stop making music.
Yeah.
It's just that feeling right there. It's
feeling right
basically,
there.
it's like your baby. You're watching your baby come to life.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Exactly.
Nice, nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Word.
I love it. Music.
So, what are some of your big goals? Something that you really want to do in this business, like.
For the most part, man, I just want to keep continuing making music, but at the same time, I also want to be able to invest, like in other other talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just to help someone else come along that's trying to get in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's dope.
Something close in that area, so to speak. You know. I got other things I want to do outside of music.
Yeah.
But as far as music is concerned, that's pretty much I would like to do. You know what I mean?
Dope.
Do you freestyle? I'm not gonna ask you to freestyle. I'm trying to say, like, let's say someone say, yo, let's go at it right now. I want to challenge you. Let's go. Let's go.
I haven't, not battles, but
battle rap. That's what I meant. Battle rap. Yeah, you battle rap. If Murder Mook was right there, like, yo, let's go. All these guys.
I would say where.
All these guys on the battle rap.
I haven't done no battle raps and nothing like that. But me and my peoples, we would always freestyle. Even when I was younger, like we used to always freestyle, like in school, or outside of school.
On school, making the beats on lunch tables and stuff like that.
Yeah. It should be fun, man.
Yeah.
Having ciphers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
That's back in the day stuff for me too. 'Cause freestyling is so difficult now. It really that's a really, like, your brain has to be wired and you have to be trained for it. Like you have to be in practice and seasoned for it.
Right, but there's a difference between like actually freestyling and just doing it off the dome. Because some people when they're freestyling, they may incorporate
it's a 16 written. Yeah.
And they may incorporate like something that's not written. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then you come off the dome.
Yeah, but they're both art. It's
I didn't get that. You said coming off the dome and freestyling, right? Because I've heard stories about Biggie and them made a song in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that
he was
can
in the
happen.
booth in a song in 10 minutes. I'm
totally
like,
happen.
that's crazy.
I've
it's not crazy, but it's just hard. Like, dang, I've seen them.
To my understanding, I think
that's just coming off the dome. What he was doing.
I don't know if it's coming off the dome, but I could be wrong. I don't know, but to my understanding, I think what it is, they memorize the lines already. But they're doing it inside their head as opposed to just writing it down on paper. So as they're doing it, you know what I'm saying? So even that in itself, that shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It's not easy to do.
Because I mean, think about it. Even when you going in the booth, I mean, unless you reading your raps, you still gotta memorize your songs still.
Yes, you do.
So you can get the cadence down.
Right.
So you know
the breathing and all that.
You know, but to actually like do that shit in your head,
it's phenomenal.
Keep and memorize it like that, like
and still hit your points, like
right,
like the bars and like when you coming off something crazy. It's very difficult. I don't know how people do that. I don't know how people do it.
And I was wondering how like a lot of artists that have like a long catalog, they have so many hits and so many songs. Forget about the hits, just songs. Period.
Yeah.
How they can remember all their lyrics. I guess you perform them a lot, so I guess you know.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, but still remember all those songs that you did.
I don't remember the last song I did. Do you? I can't remember my lyrics at all.
Just remember all the lyrics and remember all the songs. That's amazing.
Yeah, I can't do it. Can you? I seriously can't do it.
I mean, I could do it, but it's like you were saying before. Like I think it's something that we just gotta keep. You gotta keep doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Gotta keep at it.
Gotta be in practice.
A lot of times, sometimes when I'm at the crib, a lot of times I'll even I'll play some of my own music, and then I even try to go along with the music so that I can remember it too.
Oh yeah.
Sure you do it.
What? I have concerts in my house with just me.
I feel you.
Just me.
I feel you.
Versus, but yourself.
Yes.
Versus.
That's pretty much what happens. Yeah.
Because you've seen some some situations where artists they sing the song and they forgot the lyrics for their song. Like Mariah Carey when she did a couple songs.
Yeah.
Like damn. I'm sure the lyrics.
Yeah, I'm sure it happens to a lot of
How you forget the
artists.
lyrics to your own song? They say, especially if it's a popular song.
But still,
That's what I'm wondering. Like, how
There's
does
so
that work
much
as an artist?
stuff
So much
up
stuff.
there.
Oh yeah, so much stuff up there. I mean, if it's a song that sometimes as an artist, you go, you travel throughout the world so many years. There's certain shows that you perform like those hits over and over that it's supposed to come.
Right. But I'm sure like.
But then they ask you, sing that song. That's my favorite song on that album, the first album. Like that, I don't really perform that that much.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
true.
so
Right, but I was gonna say sometimes I'm sure certain some artists they have they're good and bad days. It happens. To
That-
the best
that
of
could be
us.
that too.
You
It
know
could
what
be
I'm
that
saying?
too, you're
Depending on whatever's going on in their life,
And
and
stress,
other
yeah.
things going on. You know what I mean? So that might play a part in it. But yeah,
very
you
true.
know.
But that is so difficult to do that. I don't. Again, muscle memory. Maybe you just got to keep doing it. It's just one of those things that you just got to do it consistently.
Right.
Yeah. How does that work as an artist? Like, you see some songs 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 2 minutes. It just happens to be whatever how you write the song, or do you have a certain time? Like, all right, I made this song this amount of time, that amount
Oh, I
of
see what
time.
you're saying. Yeah.
Some songs are longer than others.
Right. I mean, for me, I just go with the beat, like however. But then again, sometimes it depends because certain songs, like let's say for example, like the beat is like, let's say 4 minutes and 25 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Now, depending on the direction I go with the song and how long it takes me to finish the verses, sometimes I might cut it short.
Yeah.
I might cut the beat short just
Right.
to fit the song structure as it is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it all depends. Sometimes I keep the length of the beat how it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It all depends on where I'm going with it. You know.
That's
So-
another thing I was gonna ask. While I'm speaking, I thought about it. Do you write the songs first and then look for the beat, or do you hear the beat and be like,
Interesting.
oh, then start writing? Because some people hear the beat first and then start writing you know what? I can. This beat sounds like I can do this to
Yeah,
it. Well,
yeah.
some people actually have a song written first and then say, you know what? This beat will fit this song.
For me,
Yeah.
it's both. Because there's been times where
Interesting.
You
but-
write
but-
while you hearing the beat.
But most of the time, that's what I usually do. Like I
Right.
hear the beat first, and then I start writing. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And I go, because how the beat is structured, I just go, I know where to end it off at, to go into the hook,
Right.
if it needs a hook, and I
Right.
go into the next verse. Sometimes I have rhymes written for another song, but then I hear this beat, and I'm like, wait a minute, this lyrics, this verse actually goes better on this track.
yes, right,
And then
right,
sometimes
right.
I use that, and I might even take out certain lines and then replace it with other
Right.
Oh,
fresh
wow,
lines,
wow,
you know
wow.
what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
And that
Yeah.
brings up another question I want to ask you. Now you brought that up.
Yeah.
You know, they say some artists have some music that's in the vault that
Yes.
you write it and you never find the right time to put on a certain album, so you just
Yeah.
put it to the side.
Yeah.
And then you bring it out years later. So
Yeah.
you hear on this album, you're like, you know what? I wrote this song like 10 years ago. But why isn't it on this album? You would think that you probably just wrote it recently because I just couldn't really find the right time to bring it out, you know? So
Yeah.
does that happen to you? Or sometimes people die and you be like, damn, I never heard that song. These are songs that they had written from years and they just
Yeah.
never brought it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I think on one of my projects, either the mixtape, is either the mixtape or
Cook's one?
yeah, or the God Must Be Crazy. It might have been both. I might have put a song or two in there that I did from a long time ago, and I just put it on those on
I was
projects.
wondering how that worked. And then-
Sometimes it all depends on the vibe, or
Yeah,
like
the vibe, yeah.
depending on like this when you're structuring the songs, putting the sequencing together, and like you be like, you know what, this song actually look like it could fit between these
Yeah.
songs, or the vibe,
Yeah.
of the, so
Got you.
Yeah.
Or they say sometimes how does it work when you may have an album? There's a person, I don't know what it's called, that says no, this song taken off that album. Because I was looking, because DMX just recently passed, R.I.P. DMX.
R.I.P.
Yeah, rest
So
in peace.
he had a thing on a Breakfast Club where he was talking to Charlamagne the God and DJ Envy and stuff, and he said that he had an album. Def Jam was telling him, no, this song can't go on. No, this song goes on. Who does that? It's just who's in control of that?
Isn't that the
Is that the
A&R?
label?
I was
A&R?
gonna
Yeah,
say
right. I was going to say because
A&R.
I don't know how the business works.
I would say
the
A&R, I
A&R.
believe so.
They
Yeah.
control what goes on or what goes off the album.
This is why being
That's what I'm
independent
trying to
is
say.
beautiful.
Right. Okay.
Because
Because he was like, there was a lot of songs that he liked, but they had to leave it off. I'm like,
and that's crazy.
It's crazy.
I can't imagine somebody telling me that, like, the way I structure an entire project this song don't belong. Are you kidding me? How do you know I'm not setting this song up for like projects down the line?
Right.
You know, because I like to tell stories.
Yeah.
You're gonna break up the whole thing if you that's weird to me.
Yeah. So I guess I look at it like, you know what, we trying to make this thing platinum. We trying to sell some records. This doesn't look
money. I get it.
This doesn't look like it's gonna be a club banger. Nah, this can't go on. You're talking about God too much on this on this track. This gotta go.
I don't like that.
You know, and that's the thing, because when there's money behind you, then they can tell you, then they can move you the way they want you.
Exactly.
They want to move you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you're independent, doing your own thing, you don't got nobody telling you when to make it, how to do it. You know what I'm saying? You basically do it the way you want to do it.
Makes up a man's creativity.
I can't imagine someone telling me, yo, you gotta finish this album in a week. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy too.
I want to take my time.
I've heard about that.
Yeah. Like you got a deadline.
Deadline. Yeah.
You can't rush creativity like that.
What if I don't feel happy?
Yeah.
And I have a happy song to write.
Yeah.
I don't want to write that. It's the wrong emotions.
They asked him about that. They said, is the album supposed to come out, I think, like March something? He's like, well, that's the plan. I was like, wow. I was like, now I know now it makes sense now. That's the plan. I was like, damn. So he really, that's the plan he's trying to say, because, that's what they want.
Yeah. I think it's dangerous to mess with people's creativity like that, man. Yeah. Like, you don't know their vision.
And that's what he said. They said, what do you need? He said, all I need is just give me the tools that I need. Let me be me. Let me just go. That's what he said. That's what he said.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just give me the tools that I need to be me, be creative, and that's it. He don't care about the other stuff, So, yeah.
All that red tape, it just gets in the way.
Yeah.
That's why I stay on SoundCloud.
You got music in the vault?
But I'm using the vault. I still got some
stuff.
Yo, I still got some songs I haven't even put out yet. You know
so if you like his music right now, so imagine the stuff you haven't heard.
I have imagined that.
Yeah, I was gonna say what you said. I was like, imagine that. So
I got some songs,
some stuff. Yeah.
But like we were talking about earlier, some of them may come out when it's when it's the right time.
Right time.
Depending on the project and what I'm working with.
Or you might go back and revisit them and like switch it up a little. Not switch it up. I mean, like add on to it a little bit.
Something like that. Or or maybe re-record certain
lines. Yeah.
I feel like that practice is very common in this field, period. Like, it's more common than not. I feel like we all have like tracks that are in the vault. It may not be like a lot, but there's definitely songs that we choose not to put out or keep to ourselves because for whatever reason, but it's definitely not seeing the light of day for now.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't know if you heard Busta Rhymes' latest album that came out.
I heard he has an album that came out. I didn't check it out.
I think it came out. Yeah, it came out like sometime like last year.
Yeah, Dinner Pan.
Towards the ending of last year. I think.
Yeah.
And I say this because which I was just talking about just now. How I think he got I don't know if it's 2 songs, but I know he got 1 song in there, and he said himself that's on the album, and that song he recorded it back in '98.
Wow!
And he finally put it on that album.
It'd be like that, yeah.
Like that.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
that's why when I heard you say 4 years, like 4 years, damn, what took you so long? But then you can't rush anybody. So you just got to be like, all right, that took him 4 years. So I'm like, yeah, what took you so long for 4 years? But then you never know what's happening in your personal life. Yeah, you don't know the reason why you took so long to bring it out.
Exactly.
You're taking your time, so you don't want to rush anything. You want to make sure everything is set up right. Exactly. So when you put that out, you feel good with putting it out.
Exactly.
You don't want to put out just any rush project.
Do you find like doing music, is it therapeutic for you?
Oh yes. Yeah. Yes. Definitely.
Like you feel
definitely
like
it is, man.
Once you see the final project, then you just like sit back and like, like you feel like a weight is kind of off your shoulders.
Right,
everything is out.
Sometimes I can't even believe I actually did that shit.
I mean,
I'm like,
I understand that.
This, like, where
I understand that.
Where does it came from? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I totally understand that. Yeah,
yeah.
It's like a
once
breath
it's all
of fresh
said and
air.
done. Yeah.
You guys are talking about that as artists. I mean, as a DJ, we were playing people's music, but
right.
I've put out a lot of mixtapes, and there's some mixtapes like, it felt therapeutic.
Really?
It felt really good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you're mixing stuff too, right?
So I've actually put out some mixes I feel really good about, my best work, and then some was like, you know what, because I rush because it's like I see everybody else putting out their mixtapes. So I said, you know, I got to get into the lab now, and I got to whip something up real quick. And based on what the hype was, I had to rush out and put out something too, and that wasn't my best work.
So when's the next one, Nesta?
I haven't done it in a while, man.
I mean,
that's what everyone was asking me. I kind of like,
say it.
yeah, you know. I'm like MJ. I retired a little bit.
Ooh.
I got to come out with the 45 jersey.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, I'm still doing it, but not as much as I used to do it, you know, in the past, whatever. But you know, as you can see, I'm more into the podcasting now. But I'm still active in here.
You still have a passion for it?
I have a passion for music. I love the music. The business part of it, nah, it's too much of the fight down and the politics and stuff like that. So that I can't really do it. That's why I took a step back, whatever. So I'm still in.
But you're happy though, right?
Oh, I'm definitely happy.
Oh, then that's it.
You know?
That's really all that matters.
Yeah, so that's why I'm using this energy now.
Yeah.
I used to use for the music and the DJing. I'm putting it into this now, bringing on different people on the show and let them give them up this platform to market and promote themselves. So
super dope.
I just love the fact that, you know, I'm just bringing different people into the whole network and hearing their stories and all that stuff. So I get a hype and a thrill off of that, you know.
Let me ask you this. So I know at the time when you was, you know, DJing and, you know, putting your, you know, mixtapes together.
Yeah.
So who were some of the DJs that you were inspired by that was doing like the same thing as far as putting the mixtape together? Because you know DJ Clue, he was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying, back in, you know, in the 90s.
Yeah. So
don't forget Kid Capri.
Kid Capri. Yeah.
Even Funk Flex too.
Funk Flex and Sus One and those guys. Those guys were way before me. They were in their prime in the 90s and stuff like that. I wasn't really, you know, doing it back then like that.
Yeah.
I never really like looked up to anybody too much like that. There are one or two guys I really liked. I can't think about any offhand right now, but yeah, I'll get back to you on that one.
Okay, no doubt. Yeah, I just figured I asked because I know, because when you mentioned that, like, it kind of brought me back to when DJ Clue, when he was dropping mixtapes.
Clue.
You know what I mean?
I used to like, before I was a DJ, I used to like Clue. Before I was a DJ, I used to like Clue. I used to like Woo Kid. Woo Kid was
another one too.
I like what Envy's doing now with the whole Breakfast Club. That's why I kind of see how he's doing with Charlamagne the God. That kind of got me to the podcasting too. So I watched their stuff and they watch their format and stuff like that, and how they bring artists and stuff like that. I want to kind of do the same concept, but not be the same way, but you know, do the same thing. And that's why I always want to co-host.
Face to face.
Yeah, so there's a lot of guys, you know. You know, sometimes you put on a spot you really can't answer really quick.
Yeah.
So take some time and think about it, and later on, like,
I hear that, man.
That's so dope, DJing, man. Like DJing, I be faking it. Like, you know, I just have a playlist. But I can't. I doing something like that, like getting the tempos and the BPMs. Did I say that right?
Yeah, BPMs.
Yeah, getting all that right and figuring out what's up. First of all, I love blending. I love when like you take like a song and then you take another song,
different speeds. That's actually my. That's where I'm good at.
I love
blending records together.
Where I'm weakened, which a lot of people say, if you actually had this, you'd be one of the top DJs. They say your mix and your blends are really good, but you're not a good MC, because I don't really talk on the mic. I'm really quiet. If you notice, a lot of people know I don't really talk on the mic unless someone comes as a DJ. You know, there's someone that lost their ID or someone's car's double parked. I gotta make a major announcement or a birthday party.
That's how it used to be back in the days with hip hop. You know, DJs coming out.
I just let my music do the talking. Like, you know, sometimes you go to a party, everyone's talking all the time. Like, let the music play. Stop talking. And that's what people like about me. So you don't do a lot of talking. You just let the music play.
Yeah.
And I let the music play. But then at some parties, it's actually good with the hype man talking with the songs. People like the hypeness on it. I was never like that. People say, you know, you gotta start talking more. I said, nah, it's not me. I let my music talk.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't really. Unless I have to make an announcement, I'll make an announcement. You know, so that's it. So
I let them.
I'm not really that type to really.
And plus, you got to know yourself too. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how you are. You know. So
I tried it here and there, but you know,
not really.
Nah, not really. Because you know, sometimes they said too, when you hear your own voice, you don't like the sound of your voice. I don't like the sound of my voice. But
I'm actually over that now.
But they say the way you think you sound to other people, you don't sound like that.
I've actually seen was it? I don't know if it was a documentary or something I might have watched on YouTube, and they was talking about that, how like the reason why most people don't like the sound of their voice is because something to do with how we hear our voice. It sounds it sounds real.
The sound it vibrates in here differently than what you're hearing.
You said it best. Yeah,
because people like, I like the way you sound, and so you see yourself, you're like, I don't.
Oh, I get that all the time. All the time. You sound so good. That's you. And I had to learn. I had to learn because I didn't like the way I sounded either. Because it's just like, oh, I sounded like that. You know, it always catches you off guard at first. But I've been doing music for so long that I'm so used to how I sound. Yeah. So that is how I sound. I can't change that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you might as well embrace it. You know?
Yeah. Saying something. It's funny you say that too, because even when I first was recording music and hearing myself for the first time, it's like I had to get used to that.
You have to.
This is me. Like, but as you keep doing it, you get used to it. You know what I'm saying? And then it's all good after that. But when you first hear it, it's just like,
it's jarring. It's jarring at first.
Yeah.
You just gotta get used to it. Once you get used to it, it don't even affect you.
Let me ask you. So if someone plays a beat for you, you could, rap on that beat or spit a little something if you hear a beat. Have you ever tried to touch yourself like that?
Are you like picky with beats? Basically, is that what you're saying?
I mean, trying to say, like I asked earlier, the freestyle. Someone play a beat and say, "Yo, let me hear a little something."
I might do something to it. Depends. Something to it. Yeah, sometimes I do it. Yeah.
Some guy, yo, and it starts spinning. I always feel that yo, trying to get you started. You gotta jump in. Jump rope. Yeah, remember that? Jump rope. Double Dutch.
Yeah, man. But you were saying something just now with the beats, though. You were saying how if someone plays a beat, like you talking about, like if a producer plays a beat, like if I would go with that beat, like that what you trying to say? Or?
Yeah. Because that's what you asked, right?
Now his question was different, but
my question was different, right?
But I just wanted to basically
I cut you off. Sorry.
Play off of what you were saying though, because as far as like if
I mean, right?
Yeah, I mean,
go on.
No, I mean, like I said, for the most part, I mean, like I said, the beats I get, like is in-house producers. So like if I hear it, they might send me some beats, and then let's say like out of like 6 beats, I might like 3 out of the 6. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it, really. You know what I'm saying? Unless if I can my cousin's spot and he's playing, instrumentals and stuff like that, and I just tell him what beats I like and just pick, and that's it.
You work out the concepts there too. Like, first of all, you said it's in-house. Do you take time with it? Like, do you take it back home?
Nah, they just send it to my email, and then I listen to it, and then from there, that's
that's when you start formulating.
Yeah, I start formulating and everything, right? Okay.
I know a couple of artists where they did to put out like a mixtape. They wrote a couple of songs, but the way they did is they took like famous beats from like famous rappers, and they just started. I mean, I know it could be like some copyright stuff there, but they just try to show their skills. Like, but they took like they would say like let's say have Jay-Z's a couple of Jay-Z's famous songs and Nas and this and that, but they just wrote their own songs to it. So when people listen to it, people know the beat.
Know the beat.
You know the beat, and then just knowing that classic beat. And hearing you spit to it, it kind of makes like, yo, who's this,
Right.
I don't know if people still do that anymore, but
I do it all the time.
You do it all the time?
Yeah, most of my beats are not. I don't own them.
You don't own them.
I don't own them.
Well, are they popular beats? That's what I'm trying to say.
No, they're not popular. People
That's what I'm trying to say.
Know
That's
the beats.
I'm talking about people like I've heard like back days, guys just give me the mixtapes, and I used to take it, and all the songs were like classic hits. Yeah. But so it gets you vibing.
I mean, I have a couple. I have a couple with Chris Brown on the hook and things of that nature, like that took from like YouTube or something like that, just to showcase the skills or whatever the case is, or
that's what I'm trying to say.
Whatever,
they showcase their skills on other people's beats.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not. This is promotional. It's not.
But you never did that?
Yeah, I mean, not really.
Back in the days.
Not really, but what I do is like I like freestyle to those beats.
Freestyle, okay,
but not really make a song.
Make a song.
Of course not.
Freestyle to those beats.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we got 7 minutes left. We want to gotta let people know how to find you, get in contact, all that good stuff. Every time someone comes on the show, you gotta let people know, how to get in contact with you and stuff like that. Website, social media, all that good stuff.
Well, the easiest thing I could say is you could just Google my name and you'll see all my stuff there. But
he's Googleable.
Google. What do they type in when they Google?
Right, but I make it easy for you guys. Just look for me on Twitter, twitter.com/Amari Mar. Or you can find me on Instagram.com/Amari_marvelous.
Or just
Find me on
Marvelous.
Facebook. Find me on Facebook, Amari 7 God.
Come on, you know the vibes.
Hit up my Bandcamp, amarimall.bandcamp.com. You know, there you go.
Here we go. And then soon we're gonna be like, he's gonna be coming on the next show talking about you can find me on SoundCloud. Lamar.
Oh yeah.
We gonna get you on there, baby.
Yeah, why not? You know, the more
Apple
platforms, the
Music,
better. Why not?
Apple Music, we gotta get you on everything.
Yeah,
you know,
everything.
we gonna get there.
Every platform.
Every platform,
Yeah,
man.
I'm there.
You deserve the recognition for sure. For
Thank
sure.
you,
Your
brother.
talent
Thank you.
is so like the game needs it. It needs it. It needs it.
No
Like
doubt.
seriously.
Then we're gonna start seeing your music on Spotify and on download
Oh,
this.
it's there.
Facts.
It's on there. It's on Spotify, it's on Apple, it's on
Whoa.
iTunes. It's there. It's there.
Come on, man.
Go.
You know what
Yeah.
he's doing. You know what he's doing.
You got any last minute thoughts? You wanna add?
Look, thank you for having. I don't. Look, I'm just a fan here. You know, I'm just chilling, vibing with some cool people, talking about music. That's it.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add in before we leave? Let people know the thing we left out. You want people to know about you?
For the most part, I pretty much said everything. You know what I mean? So just keep on the lookout. You know, for any new music, any new stuff coming out.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. But yeah.
I've got actually. Oh, yeah, you're independent, but you don't have a manager, a road manager, or anything like that. Any kind of manager. You do everything by yourself.
By myself. Yeah.
Yourself. Okay, that's good.
Man,
And I
grinding.
hit up certain people who I need to hit up to, you know, help me, you know what I'm saying, get things going, promoting, pushing, you know, the music and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But everything pretty much I do by myself.
By yourself.
Yeah.
So dope.
So dope.
So I want to be like him.
The grind is beautiful, baby.
You use Pro Tools?
Pro Tools as far as well, I don't.
Engineer?
Engineer, your engineer use Pro Tools.
Well, my engineer-
Audacity.
I mean, he probably used Pro Tools.
Oh,
Maybe.
you know.
I don't know.
What
but
do you
I don't-
what do you use?
I don't know the program he uses.
Oh, yes, that's
that's not, you know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
that's not your department, right?
That's not your
I
department.
trust the process.
Yeah.
And he's my engineer, Nick. He just knows what he's doing.
That's it.
Ah,
Okay, yeah, leave it.
that's
leave
it.
to the
I don't
professionals.
even know. He does what he does, and that's it.
All right, guys. Well, thank you.
thanks.
Thank you.
Yes,
Not
thank
guys.
you.
Yeah.
Listen.
He's the co-host.
Thank you for the invite, man. For being
problem,
here.
man.
I love it.
No
Next
doubt.
time
Thanks for coming through, man.
Next time you come on the show, I'll be like, all right, so tell us about your album that went double platinum, triple platinum, stuff like that, you know.
Word.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully you don't switch up. You come in here with gold chains, you know, mess, you know, man.
Could you imagine gold teeth?
Man. You know, I got the limo outside. Afterwards, we're gonna go to XX.
Could you imagine just two big booty women
I know, it's
following
like,
him,
yo,
wiping his brow?
right here next to us? Like, oh yeah, Mike, come right here.
Yeah, totally changed up.
All right.
Oh shit.
We gotta do
How
before and
funny,
after
man.
video. Yo, it's good that we have this thing now that we
Yeah.
actually have him before all
Before
the
he-
big time success,
yeah.
before he blows up.
Yeah.
You know, so be like, yeah, we him on that show.
Yeah, go
He was on a
back,
face-to-face
right?
show.
Yeah, this is where I came from. This
Don't
is
forget the little people, like they would say.
right, exactly.
Yeah, I want some tickets backstage. That's for sure.
Thanks, for sure. Hope-
I got y'all, man. Word.
For sure.
All right, this wraps up another episode of Face to Face. You're surely Nesta Cannon. Take care and God bless.
Peace and love, y'all.
Yeah.
Later.
Peace.